Welcome or welcome back to iGaming. Today we're going to be looking at Generation Zero's latest DLC, which is the Motorbike DLC. This comes in at £6.99 Great British Pounds, which is quite a big chunk. £7 for a DLC featuring 3 bikes. But as most of you know, the bikes are something that are absolutely amazing in Generation Zero so far, and this DLC just improves that. Recently we got our latest touch of a motorized vehicle, and that was the tuned moped. Now that is a base game, but the 3 bikes we're going to be talking about today are just the DLC ones. Now this is available on all platforms currently, and it features 3 brand new bikes, which are a hell of a lot faster than the tuned moped. The first bike is the dirt bike. Then we have the military motorcycle, and finally the resistance bike. These things are brutal. Currently, we are sat at the airfield. We're going to do a little bit of testing on these bikes and see if the DLC is actually worth it. Now, the 3 bikes are definitely better than the tuned moped. So if you are after a little bit more speed and you want to have a little bit more fun with the bikes in game, it's definitely worth it in my opinion. But if you're not too sure and you're on the fence, let's jump in and check out how they perform. Now, your bikes can be spawned here at the vehicle station. Something that is worth taking note of, though, is the fact that these things need fuel to run and they actually need to be repaired. Unfortunately, you cannot be cheeky and actually bring in a new one. As you can see, the one there didn't have full fuel, and in here it doesn't have full fuel either. So you do need to have gasoline and repair kits, which can be easily made at the consumables station. So that is a bonus with pretty much easy materials: adhesive, lead, accelerant, and steel. All things that we can find very easily. Now, gasoline, you can also make that, but gasoline is included in those 4 ingredients there, but you can also go out and get it from vehicles and petrol stations, or if you're an American, gas stations. And let's jump in then and check out our first bike, which is the Ludger dirt bike. With lots of power, great suspension and grippy tyres, the dirt bike is fantastic for off-road adventures in the Swedish forest. Now, as you can see by the speed, acceleration, handling, health and fuel consumption, this is actually a pretty decent rounded bike. Let's spawn it in and take it for a test up and down the airfield strip and then down the back roads. Let's do it. I want to get the top speed on this. We're not going for a sort of time trial thing. I am going to do all of that in separate videos. For now, I just want to see what top speed is, how they handle and all that. Now, this handles alright. It's not, throwing you around. 70 kilometers an hour is top speed. We're going to swing back round and we'll take it off the little dirt track and see how it handles that way. I'm going to do separate videos, like I say, featuring all sorts of stuff, dirt bike tracks where you can actually go. There is actually quite a few in the game already. They're not meant to be dirt bike tracks, but they are quite cool and they work really well. See, that's good as well. Going up around this is still holding its speed relatively well. Got to watch out for those machines because they can damage your bike, remember. Alright, this is actually good. I know we're still on a path, but let's take it all the way off-road onto the grass section here. So we're still sat at a good 70 mile an hour, or kilometers an hour. Ooh, I bet that has done some damage. To be fair, it hasn't. Alright, that's not bad. Only downside I am finding with these bikes is obviously you've got the repair and the refuel option. I end up accidentally repairing and wasting my repair kits. They sound absolutely amazing. Ooh, it's definitely hard on the tighter corners. But I was accelerating through that corner, so that's definitely going to factor in. And it handles alright. Turning circles pretty damn big, but it's not too bad at all. I think I do want to see if we can outrun the machines. I mean, it shouldn't be a problem outrunning these guys. Not a problem at all, really. Yeah, no, we'll probably end up disconnecting from those guys. I don't think they'll bother us too much. Those guys, on the other hand, they might. Oh, mate. Now, luckily, you can't completely destroy these bikes, which is really nice. You do have to just repair them, so it's not too bad at all. Now, that's not too bad. That is not bad at all. That was fun to drive too. But the dirt bike is definitely a great one. Thumbs up from me on that one. I like that. So with a top speed of 70 kilometers an hour, handling is relatively good and it works nicely off-road too. Next up is the Vactar, which is the military bike. It is built to be rugged and reliable. The military motorcycle will keep going after most other bikes have given up. Top speed is actually not too bad. I mean, that better be higher than the dirt bike then. So top speed is good, acceleration is very low, handling is average, health and fuel consumption are nice and high, which is good. I'd assume that the health will be high in this because obviously it is a military bike. It's made to be tough and withstand the elements and all the brutal stuff. Now, I like it. We've got some funky colours there. I mean, obviously you're going to go for the green because the military bike, you got to have green, right? So we got the military bike. Let's go. Let's go. It's got a nice farty sound at starting there. I like that. We're going to go the opposite way this time. We're going to go backwards through so we do a nice loop. So 80 kilometers. Okay, that's definitely faster. Alright, nice. I'm a little bit concerned about the handling though. We're probably going to struggle going through this little back sort of shortcut area. Off-road is not good. We're dropping all the way down to 60. But on the tarmac, we're keeping it nice at 80, which is good. I think I might just, cancel fast traveling completely in this game. I know I'm not going to use it very often. Now, let's see. Dirt road. How good are we on the dirt road? We're still keeping up to 80. I'm having to let off the throttle quite a lot, though, to do any type of turn whatsoever. It is definitely a tough one to handle. Now, let's take it off-road and see what happens. Oh, man, that drops. Drops to, what are we sitting at? 40-odd? Get back on the road and we'll get the speed up again quick. Yeah, even just coming onto the grassy areas. Keeping it around between 40 and 50. Oh, we crashed. Which, to be fair, that's better than the push bike, right? The push bike's what, 20? 10? But off-road, it actually handles alright. I thought it would be shocking. I didn't even think dirt roads would do much with it. But no, that's actually surprisingly good. I'm impressed with that top speed too. I mean, fuel consumption's nuts. Look at that. It's just going down by the second. So this is going to be a drinker, this one. It's going to be a guzzler. Alright, so. The military motorbike is good. Top speed of 80 kilometers an hour. Handling is definitely rough. You're definitely going to want to let go of that throttle when you're taking those even slight turns. At least with the dirt bike, you could full throttle round slight bends, and you would have to let go of the throttle a little bit for those tighter turns. But overall, definitely good. Health is all right, 60. We did have a couple of big smashes there, so that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Finally, we're looking at what could possibly be my favourite, and that is the Mot Stand. The Resistance rebuilt this dirt bike from the ground up to create the ultimate hit-and-run machine warfare transportation. Using scavenged machine parts, this bike is more than durable and has better handling than a normal dirt bike. But does it have the speed? No. Because all of that extra weight, obviously with the parts on there, is definitely going to bring down your speed a little bit. But acceleration and handling, very good. Health is really, really good. Fuel consumption, not too bad. Around the same as the dirt bike. Let's take it for a test. Right, let's do it. The Resistance bike. We know it's not going to be... Okay, 61. 61's not too bad, but it got there quick. It definitely got there quicker than the dirt bike did, which that's not bad at all. And fuel consumption is definitely better than the military bike. I think both of them are, to be honest. The military bike is a big, heavy, clunky beast, so, it's going to need more fuel to pull. Now, let's see how we handle. I mean, it's alright. It does feel the same as the dirt bike. If I'm completely honest, it feels the same. I think the only trade-off that you are getting with this is it looks cooler, it has a hell of a lot more health, but it's a little bit slower. Doesn't slow down at all on the dirt road, which is nice. Still getting that top speed of 61. And then we'll, as soon as we come around this corner here, like the dirt bike though, we can full throttle it and actually go, which is nice. We're not losing much speed coming off-road, which is brilliant. That's kind of... Oh, bollocks. That's what you want, isn't it, really? Especially from the bikes in-game, I would say, personally, I'll be off-road most of the time. So I want a bike that's going to handle that situation. And so the military bike is probably not one for me. But if you are one that follows all the roads and likes the actual beaten path, then it'll probably be a bike for you. But if you like to be off-road and you want to fight at the same time, then I would definitely recommend the resistance bike. But if you just want to be sneaky, take those off-road pathways, then I'd definitely recommend the standard dirt bike. Alright, let's get this back over. 61. We need like an auto though. Auto drive. I've got finger ache. It's going to hurt going from one side of the map to the other. So, the resistance bike. It fell over, which is fine because obviously it's a beast anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Let's fill it up. Whew, look at that. That's a ball ache. You lose so much gas. The resistance bike is good. So with the top speed of 61, we can accelerate around those corners, which is nice. It's got either as good handling or, if not, a little bit better than the dirt bike. So it's good. I think this is just one of my favourites purely because it looks nice and it's made from machine parts, which I just think it's got a bit of character to it. And I think that's cool. That, ladies and gentlemen, is it for the dirt bike review. What do you think about the bikes? Are you enjoying them so far? Will you be getting the bike DLC, or will you just be sticking with the tuned moped? I would definitely say I do think that the £7 is a big chunk of money. I bought it because I love the game, I want to support the devs, and I do love the idea of having motorized vehicles in Generation 0. Some other people may not feel that way, but I do think if you are a regular player, you play a lot, you will most definitely get the value for your money. If you are just jumping in and out for updates, possibly not. But, like I say, if you are a regular player, you're going to be playing it a couple of times a week and exploring everything. 100% worth the $7.99. Let me know if you do buy the DLC and if you actually have a favourite bike. If you do, drop it in the comments down below. For now though, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you want to support us further, consider becoming a member. I've been Wide, you've been awesome. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.